This place is called Medieval Times. It's a dinner horse show with a theme from, well, the medieval times. It's also sort of a play, and this guy on the Friesian horse narrates the story played out by amazing horses and riders. And here's the first one in. This is the first of 6 knights that will ride in, and each has a section of the audience that roots for them during the evening. I wanted to go there for my birthday, so this was my birthday present to attend with my wife, sister, and brother-in-law. You can see this knight getting his part of the crowd all worked up into a frenzy. It was really exciting to be there in person, but hey, at least you get to watch it on a video anyway. And especially with 4K video, it's the next best thing to being there. In case you're wondering which knight was for our particular section to cheer for, well, it was the last one to come in. And he is the next one who will come through the gate. It is the Green Knight. And we just happened to get a really good one because this guy had a lot of personality, as you'll see coming up shortly. So then the show starts off with a little pageantry as these people come in bearing flags. And then all the knights exit, and the next thing up is going to be a solo horse performance. It's really cool, so here it is. We talked to one of the knights after the show, and he said that pretty much all of these horses, other than the couple of Friesians, are Andalusians. The Andalusians, and really a lot of the exercises they do at this show, remind me of the Lipizzaner stallions that perform at the famed Spanish Riding Scholl. You can see just how well these horses are trained as they come in on the long lines. This one in particular does one of those Spanish Riding Scholl maneuvers, right here. And actually he does it even better here with a little kick out like the Lipizzaners do. And then the horse takes a well-deserved bow. Just look at how low he puts his head to the ground. Those horses exit, and next up was so cool. It was a falconer with his falcon. I'm not sure what kind it is. All I know it was fast. I think it might be a prairie falcon. Here it is, 1/5 speed, and it's still moving right along. He's got that lure, and he keeps it just out of reach until he's ready to bring the falcon home. There you can see it soaring up above the crowd. One more pass, and that thing just was fast as lightning. I realize this is a horse channel, but anybody could like this, I think. He's almost done, and right here he lets the falcon catch the lure and brings him down to earth. And then he hops up to see his papa. And then the falcon gets a nice kiss for a job well done. This is just a quick shot to show you that there was a dinner right after that, and then it was on to more horses. Have you ever been to a medieval times show, or is that something you'd like to go to? Let me know in the comments what you think about that. This was a really cool maneuver where they crisscross, and if you ride horses, you know just how difficult that would be to pull off. I don't know how much these guys practice, but I'm guessing it's a lot. Then they brought in one horse by itself, and you can see it's not even on a lunge line, even though it looks like it is, and just a really well-trained horse. You can see what a special connection that horse has with the trainer. You'd have to have a really good connection to be able to do this without a lunge line. You can see the gorgeous dappling on this horse. Then he rears up on his hind legs and then comes back down and lets the trainer walk up, give him a nice little pat. Here you can see the horse just has a little fun with his trainer. We had seats in the second row, and you can see how that horse comes just right in front of us a few feet away. And another close-up shot. And now this one takes a bow for the crowd. The horse looks back to his trainer, and I thought sure the guy was going to give him a treat the way he was acting, but nope, he just gives him a pet, and then you can see again what a great bond the horse and trainer have with each other. Now these riders do an amazing maneuver as they take those lance-type poles and they stick them through those little tiny rings that have a ribbon attached to them. Right there, you can see it. Then they brought out these roses to throw into the crowd. And now watch this as these riders toss those flags back and forth to each other at the same time. Just unreal. That first one was so smooth you could hardly see it, but right there you can really see how they pass those flags. And then our knight hams it up again for the crowd, for our section of the crowd anyway. And again, you can see just how much these guys love those horses. They passed out a couple more roses, and my wife actually got one right there. Now they went galloping full speed on those horses and tried to hit the lance in the white part of that target. The first guy just barely missed, but I believe this guy is going to get it. And there it is, a short toss to be sure, but I got a feeling that's about 10 times harder than what it looks like as we watch it on video. And it's still pretty cool, especially going at such a high speed. Here our guy salutes the crowd and acknowledges the horse as well. Here now some slow motion footage of this guy using that lance, and you can see him catch that little ring. That's just amazing that they can do that when that's so far out ahead of them. And then our knight pretends to wipe tears of joy off his eyes and again acknowledges his horse. I assume the princess over there is giving them those rings with the ribbons in honor of their mighty deeds. And then this looked really cool. I'm not sure exactly how that rider is cueing the horse to stretch out the way it does, but a very unique routine. Here it points those hooves directly toward us. I think it's really nice how this show lets us relive what things were like back over 1,000 years ago during the medieval times. Here now is the little dressage type activity, and then that's followed by, look at how this horse crosses its legs in front of each other. Never seen that before, don't know how they train it, but it looks pretty cool. And so that knight acknowledges the crowd as they cheer him on. Here the horse takes its marching orders from the rider. We are getting close to the end of this video, so if you're enjoying it, please click the like button and subscribe to see more magnificent horses on this channel. There are a few locations of medieval times around the country, and this one is in Scottsdale, Arizona, close to Westworld, where I film most of my videos. If you watch this channel much, you'll recognize that. This video is a little out of the ordinary for what most of them are on this channel, so hopefully it still gets a lot of views. I have a feeling it'll start out slowly and then pick up speed as YouTube figures out the best audience for it. But you can help me out with that by sharing with anybody you know who might enjoy watching a very unique experience like this one. Now the knights are coming out with full armor on because they did a little jousting. Unfortunately, the facility lowered a net around the arena to protect us from the splintered lances they use, and it was impossible to get decent video of it. So I'll leave you with a couple of pictures that look pretty amazing anyway. Thanks for watching, and come back next time for a more traditional horse show with magnificent horses.